What up? How's it going, y'all? Welcome to today's live workout. I'm in my backyard, coming live to you from my backyard. I'm doing a double stream. Here's my phone. What's up, Instagram? What's up, YouTube? Is this? Whoa! Whoa! What, better? No, that's... If you don't get these clip-on lenses just right, everything is super blurry, right? But it gives you a lot more information each and every time. Today's workout, if you didn't already see it, was posted up earlier. The benefit of mobile. Hey! As many rounds as possible in 12 minutes. 4 handstand push-ups, 8 squat cleans, and 24 double unders. That's what we're looking for today. That's what we'll be doing, right? We're going to warm up, all that good stuff. Just put this back down. So you're going to need some equipment today. And I have my RPM Fitness jump rope baggie here. For those who are in the gym, you might know this is one of our favorite brands. I personalized this by putting a specific paracord on it, so at a glance I know what it is. Plus, it's way stronger, and I can custom a bunch of different bags because I have a bunch of different jump ropes at the gym. So this one that I'm going to use in particular today, you might have seen this before because this is like my personal rope here, is a customed Cascade Classic. Shout out to Jordan over there. And it's a scout rope. The scout rope is a little heavier. It's a thicker coated wire cable. So it's weird that in the progression of people who jump rope, you start out with something pretty heavy so you can kind of feel it move through space. And then after you kind of reach that intermediate phase, you might decide you need something that moves a lot faster, that cuts the air, that has less drag. So you go with something a lot lighter, a thinner cable, or an uncoated cable. But then, you're at danger of like what happens when you miss. And, you see a lot of CrossFitters gashed up here, tricep, back of the hamstring and all that good stuff. And then when that becomes too easy again, we go back to the heavy. So you have to work a little harder to move this quickly through space and all that good stuff. So the stream is good on this side. The stream is on this side. So this is what I'm going to use today. Generally, when we set up jump ropes, we'll tell people. I like to roadie wrap my ropes so that you can see that it just more or less comes out. Otherwise, you'll put your foot down, kind of do that, and now it should more or less be straight, right? When we set these up, let me get my frame here. One foot goes down. The jump rope should end in armpit-ish level, or armpit-ish level right there, right? The more advanced you get, you see some of the pro jump ropers who go like, their ropes are really short, right? So if you're a novice, maybe you play your rope at like neck level, collarbone level, or something like that, right? This is where I prefer to have mine. For some of those who go to FCF, you might already know I have a couple of other scout ropes that I let other people use, and because I know other people are going to use them, they vary in height, right? So if you can, you need a jump rope today, but don't fret if you don't have one. I'm going to show you some variations as we warm up here, right? The other piece of equipment you might need today is some sort of weight for our hang squat cleans. Now, in our hang squat cleans, I'm going to challenge myself to this sandbag today. I don't remember one that I squat with when I'm at home. And now it's even more important because we're all stuck at home. That said, you can obviously see I got weights behind me. The weights are in front of this. My laptop is sitting on a weight. Just add a frame. You got a bunch of dumbbells and stuff. We're not going to show that necessarily because I want to show you how accessible this fitness is. Bam! I know everyone's got a luggage of some sort. So this would be the other version of weights today if you can get this handy, right? I don't know what I have in this right now, but I know I'm afraid to open it up, right? It weighs something. That's all you need to know. And then option number 2 is just a good old backpack, right? I have some shoes and some files in here, but it weighs something, right? And this is all we're going to look for today. Grab it, get under it. You can still do all the exercises with a bag as well. So you may be stuck at home, but you're not stuck without your without the ability to do some fitness, right? So get on that. Go ahead and run around. Grab the pieces of equipment you might need, like a luggage or a backpack or something like that. Otherwise, we're going to get warmed up. I'm going to move this a little bit because I noticed. Ooh, glare, bad idea. Sorry. That kind of out of frame there. I'm going to move this over just a tad. See the bike. See all my backyard stuff in the shelf. All right. Just to get warm a little bit, we're just going to hop around. And then I'm going to shoulder roll backwards. 4, 6, switch directions. Jumping jacks. I'm going to go for 8. Good morning. My feet are wide. Soft knees, hands behind my head, my elbows pulled back. Hinge. I'm going to turn so you can see that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Standing tall. We're going to try to get some squats in, so my feet are shoulder width or slightly wider. My hips go back while keeping my feet flat. I'm going to raise my arms for balance. Sit in the hole, stand back up. Do it again. 2, 3. When I stand all the way up, I stand all the way up. My knees are locked. My butt is tucked under me. My hips are open. Cossack squats. We're going to make it a little weird. The feet go wider. I'm going to lunge down on one side, keeping one leg straight. My toe goes up. You can note my knee is trying to push out as much as I can before I stand up and switch sides. And hopefully I don't hit my bike. All right, inchworm. So I'm starting with my feet there. I have a mat right here. I'm gonna move this down again. I'm gonna walk my hands forward. So flat hands as soon as I can, for as long as I can. I'm also trying to keep the legs straight. Optional push-up. Walk your hands back. Stand up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Cool. We're going to hit the bottom one more time. And this is what we call the gymnastic style plank. So my goal is I'm protracting my shoulders. That means I'm pushing my shoulder blades apart as much as I can. I lock my elbows. I'm trying to twist my elbow pit forward. And then I just hold that position. I'm trying to crunch. I'm trying to squeeze my butt down, lock my legs. And breathe. Cool. We're going to go down to the ground. So you can let your knees hit the ground. Then my hips, then my chest. We're just going to do an arch, which means that my legs and my thighs, my thighs and my legs and my chest are all going to leave the ground. 3, 2, 1, up. It makes it harder, obviously, if my arms are here I'm trying to pull my arm behind my ear. You can see that. Or I can have them to the side behind me. You can go hands behind your head. I have enough hair right now because I haven't had a haircut in a while. My head feels heavy. About to shave it all. Chest and thighs off the ground. Higher. Higher. And relax. All right, up facing. Tuck your toes. Butt goes in the air, head goes through. Left leg goes up so you can swing it forward on the outside of the left hand. From here, you can let the knee rest if you want, but I would challenge you to keep the knee off the ground if you can. I'm going to take that inside hand. My elbow goes up, then my wrist goes up, and then my hand goes up. So I'm just trying to stack my hand over my hand. Come back down. That's 1. Give me 8. Or whatever is, good movement for you. Once I'm done with my 8, I'm going to switch sides. One more time, head through, butt up in the air, arms locked. All right, cool. I'm a little warmer. I don't know about you if you're joining us. Just trying to move. Get a little warm, get a little prepped. We got some handstand push-ups today, some squat cleans, and then some double unders. So we're going to move backwards going up that list. So we're going to start with the jump rope. As I said earlier, if you don't have a jump rope, it's actually fine. You'll be okay. Right? We're going to do something called a penguin jump. So we're going to start there. Going to move this up. Cool. If you don't luck out with like a backyard or a deck or somewhere that you can comfortably like move and jump and kick, you don't necessarily have to do that. I don't want you to piss off your neighbors or anything like that. So I would just suggest that you scale today's double under work with some sort of ab stuff. 24 crunches is fine, right? And it'll be a great workout regardless, right? That said, if you can jump, we're just hopping, right? What I'm trying to do here is if you think of like basketball, you follow through with your wrist. That's what I'm trying to do with my ankle. So my foot looks like this on the ground. When I jump, my goal is to extend, and that flattens out that joint. So when I jump, I'm trying to push my toe down, and you can see the top of my shin and the top of my foot go in a straight line. Right? So when I jump, that's what I'm trying to do. If you notice, I'm also trying to stay pretty straight with the body, pretty tight. You don't think about it this way, but it's still core work. Can I be in control of my spine? We don't want you moving around, arching, jumping weird. This isn't a rave. You're trying, I jump up, but I'm in the air, I slap my thighs. And break. Cool. So what are we trying to learn there? I like the challenge of the double under and the single under in workouts in the CrossFit gym simply because it's a coordination exercise, and you could be really, really strong or really, really fit and your coordination sucks. Well, that tells us that layering more complex movements might be difficult for you. So while you have a great engine, you might not be able to adapt as well or as quickly to a new situation. So if our goal is general fitness and like preparedness for life kind of stuff, that's a skill that we want you to possess. And that's why we throw in the double under every once in a while. And, if you've jump roped and done all that stuff, you know how hard aerobically that can get. So that's why we're going to throw it in today. If not, you can do the penguin jump. Next up would be the double under. So A double under is when I jump up in the air, the rope passes under me twice for one jump, right? I'm going to start with the scaling there first, and we're going to do a penguin jump again. This time, instead of one slap when I'm in the air, I'm going to go 2 slaps. Sounds and looks like this. One of the things that you should be going for there is an audible slap. You should hear pop, pop, right? And if you're not, you could be working a little harder, slapping a little harder, being a lot tighter with the jump. I'll demonstrate a single under a couple of times with the jump rope and then a double under with the jump rope. And hopefully I don't hit my computer or my phone or anything. All right, here we go. If you saw me in my workout the other week, it's like, it's nerve-wracking because like I got a short window, I got this light here, a doorknob, got all this stuff here. Anyways, not trying to make excuses, just like that mental, I could hit something if I mess up and I don't want to hit anything is there. Anyways, single under. I'm going to start with a rope behind my knees, so I'm like rope checking it, right? Nothing's more embarrassing than this. Dan, I saw your video the other week. Ooh, right? So knee check. I know I'm not standing on it, then I'm going to start looping the rope around me as I jump. Single unders. One jump, one rotation. Double unders. One jump, 2 rotations. All right. So that's what we're looking for there in the double under and the single under today, whatever version you're going to do. Questions. You have a chat over here. You have a chat over here. And I always talk about this. There's that tile at the very bottom with a question mark. Throw your questions in there, right? If there are no questions, I don't see anything popping up, we'll move on. Hang squat clean. Number 1, we already started with the squat in our warm-up. My goal here is to not round your back out when you squat. I want to lift my chest up. And if you've noticed, I throw my arms out and or up. And that helps me keep my back erect, nice and tight, with good posture. I'm trying to sit back, so I'm loading more of the glute, posterior, chain, hamstrings, and all that good stuff, and driving my knees out just enough that I know they're not caving in, right? From here, stand back up. I go all the way down as low as I can go with flat feet. If you're really tight and you notice your heels come up, you can't see that here on YouTube, but you can Instagram. My heels come up when I squat. Just sit back more and go as low as you can keep your heels heavy. The moment you feel them starting to rise up, stop, take note of this mentally, and work right there. Still locking out and showing good posture every rep. Cool? If that squat makes sense, we're going to do a little bit of a race here. I'm going to start up on my tippy toes. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, drop. Think about it this way. If you've ever played musical chairs, you do this. This is the skill right here. So I said, we do fitness because we want you to be more badass at life, be more prepared. If you are ever in a game of musical chairs, you better win. All right? This is what we're looking for. 3, 2, 1, drop. How fast can you drop into the bottom of the squat? Note. If you're capable of it, the crease of the hip should be below the top of the knee. So you can see this hand is lower than this hand, right? Before I stand back up. But what was the goal of that little game? How quickly can you drop and be active? 3, 2, 1, drop. You might hear my feet. I could slam them down. I could also just move them silently. 3, 2, 1, drop. But the goal is to be nice and tight and active in that bottom position. What we don't want to see is this. 3, 2, 1, drop. Don't look like a dog taking a shit. Heels coming up, back is rounded and all that good stuff, because that's where you're going to get hurt, right? If you have that movement pattern and that kind of shape ingrained into the body, that's why you might not be as active or as fit as you want to be. So we've got to work on that stuff. The hard part is like you need coaching. You need somebody to be able to call it out on you when you're moving around, right? That's why our gym exists. That's why most CrossFit affiliates exist. That's why personal trainers exist. Go find somebody. I'm sure, they're doing Zoom personal training. We are. Oh yeah, I am too. Hey, hi, how's it going? I'm Andrew. Feel free to hit me up so I can put some food. We don't really eat too much food. It's just eggs and coffee and macaroni and cheese for my daughter. Anyways, that's a weird aside. If you can, you're going to take the weight now, and you're going to try a couple of front squats. So that just means you're going to take your weight. If you don't have a weight, remember, hey, look, here's the thing I want you to do if you are using a luggage or a backpack. I'm going to demo a couple with each. Make it awkward. I'm not trying to grab onto the fun handles because that's easy. I want to hug it if I can, right? As long as things don't rub into you or hurt you. If you can also just hold it out. Try to use it as a counterbalance, right? And same idea. All right, so now that we've touched on the squat, the front squat, hang, squat, clean. What does that mean? If you're familiar with it, a clean is essentially getting a weight from the ground to shoulder level. So it's what you naturally do. If I wanted to pick up my bag and start looking inside of it, I just did a clean a little bit. So as an exercise standard, the goal would be to use two hands. I want to elevate the object as high as I can using my body and then get under it to catch it. That would look like this. So I went from holding it on the sides to moving under and catching it just like we did with that squatting drill, that musical chairs drill. I'm going to extend all the way up. I'm going to drop underneath. I'll demo it with the luggage. Be smart, be safe, don't hit yourself in the face. Up as hard as I can. I get rid of my neck and then I drop underneath to secure it in front of my face, in front of my chest. A little different with the sandbag because I have handles here. Next week, I will have a video, probably on both YouTube and Instagram, but we're probably going to start moving towards Instagram TV, so I can add a little pre-production and all, or post-production and all that stuff. But I think the sandbag is I talked about this before. This is my personal sandbag. The sandbag is one of the most important at-home things you can have. There's just a lot of work you can do with it, and you can adapt dumbbell, barbell, weightlifting workouts to this. Shout out to Mountain Athlete or Mountain Tactical Institute or whatever they call themselves now. Early days of CrossFit, Ross Training. I've been following Ross Training since before I was a CrossFitter. So a lot of stuff there. You can do a lot with this, maintaining skill, but also fitness. This is nice, obviously, because it's got handles and it's made out of canvas and all that stuff. I don't know if you can see this. This camera, bloop, and then this camera, bloop. That little bag there on that shelf is it's a bag of playground sand. That was $5 over at Home Depot or Lowe's or your hardware store. That is a 50-pound weight. I don't recommend doing workouts with the bag that it comes in. What I would recommend is that you have that and you waste a roll, or not waste, but you use a roll of duct tape on top of that. If you want to really, really, really ensure that it won't bust open or anything like that, get a contractor bag. Contractor bags are like super heavy duty industrial large trash bags. So exactly why the sandbag is in something like this, because you don't want to rip it. That thing only needs a couple of drops before it explodes open. Trash bags or contractor bags would be a good like extra layer of protection on that, and then just duct tape it. Right, doesn't need to be fancy. Again, we'll show you. You'll see some videos pop up on YouTube and Instagram TV, and you'll see all that cool stuff that you can do there. That said, this is what it looks like. Hang squat clean with this. So, a clean. But if you remember, the workout today is a hang squat clean. So what does that mean? My standing position, if I hold on to a weight and I'm standing here, this is the hang position. I can utilize my legs for some momentum here before I get under. Same thing here. I'm using the weight. Same thing here. I'm using, let me get this out of the way, my backpack. It goes from a hang position where my arms are straight. I'm holding it below me. Then I'm going to get under. And now the weight is somewhere in front of my face or my chest before I stand up. Right? So there's being work done there. Woo! Okay. So we have our double under or a single under or the penguin jumps. Then we have our hang cleans with the the sandbag. Obviously, if you have dumbbells, do dumbbells, right? Here's a pair. Hang, squat clean. If you have a barbell, great. Loading wise, what are we looking for? Something light. That's up to you. You can make the workout a lot harder if you push the loading. You don't have to, right? Breathing hard. And I have to teach a Zoom class in 30 minutes. It's fine. We're going to be great. All right. Now allergies are getting to me with the sundown. What were you talking about? Oh, yeah. Hang squat cleans. That's what we're looking for today. It starts with you standing and holding the weight with straight arms. The rep ends after you get under it to catch it and stand up with that weight. There's some displacement going on with that loading. That's what we're looking for today. If that's too complicated, just get it from the ground to your shoulder. Sorry, my neighbors are moving their trash cans. Anyways, last thing, handstand push-up. Handstand push-up is exactly what it sounds like. Get in a handstand. I'm going to use that door back there and do a push-up. Straight arms, head makes contact with the ground. Back to straight arms. If you don't possess that strength, do not try it. Don't attempt it in your first workout, especially when I'm asking for 4 every round for multiple rounds, right? What would be a prerequisite to a handstand push-up? Hint, the name is within the name. The exercise is within the name. It's a push-up. So if you aren't great at push-ups, just do a normal push-up, right? Starting in the plank. I want you to think of pulling the elbows towards each other on the way down. Get all the way down to the ground before you lock back up. Ideally, keeping your body, if this arm is the ground, this elbow is my toes, and I start in an angle like this, come all the way to the ground, and then push back up. Don't do this. Come down to the ground, arch and roll off if you can help it, right? I don't want to say that if that's what you do, then you're not doing it right. Just know that that's a step in the right direction, but we still want to improve that midline stability. Push-ups aren't just an upper body exercise. Push-ups are a core and upper body exercise. So just keep that in mind. That's what we're always trying to work on. And that's, why the push-up or the press-up for our UK friends there is really, really important, right? Because you can do it anywhere. And hopefully you've been doing a lot of them. I know that we've been programming a lot of them already. I'm going to make it a little fancier because I like the handstand push-up because I'm pretty good at it. I guess I'll demo a couple of reps. Looks like this. Starting straight, come down, head contacts the ground, press back up, head through the window. Come down in control each and every time. I just realized I need a marker so I can keep track of my rounds. So we'll review this again. Instagram will review it. As many rounds as possible in 12 minutes. 12:00. Oh, I erased it with my foot. All right, 4 handstand push-ups, 8 hang squat cleans, 24 double unders. Yeah. Pushing back even further. Actually, this tripod, man, I am not confident in. All right, there you go. All right, YouTube, we're gonna go over here real quick. I know this is backwards, but I think when this is all done and uploaded, it will flip the image. So as many rounds as possible in 12 minutes. 4 handstand push-ups, 8 hang squat cleans, 24 double unders. Quick review. I have a little iPad over there. I don't know if you can see it in the shelf. If you don't possess those skills, don't worry about doing it the way that I'm doing it, right? The goal is to do fitness at your particular level. We're trying to meet you where you're at, right? You're only going to get better by being consistent, not by killing yourself every workout, right? So our goal here is 4 handstand push-ups. I can do handstand push-ups, so I'm going to do them. If you cannot do them and you don't know any modifications to them, do the most strict version of a push-up you can. And just be proud of it. And if you start feeling them, change it. I would rather have you moving, right? Slow motion is better than no motion. So if it's rocking, if it's wormy, if you have to do push-ups on the knees, it's still a push-up, right? Again, do you, boo-boo. Find something that's challenging for you. 4 handstand push-ups, 8 hang squat cleans. So I'm going to try to do them with the sandbag. And then when I feel like sandbagging, I'm going to use a backpack or the luggage so I can get a little bit of rest. But you can see at home what your version might look like. And it's completely fine there, right? So 8 total. I have to finish a total of 4 push-ups before I can come to the 8 hang squat cleans. I have to finish the 8 squat cleans broken up however you want. It could be 1 set of 8, it could be 2 sets of 4, 5 and 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, whatever. But you have to finish 8, and then you can move on to the double under or the single under or the penguin jump. Quick review of the penguin jump. That's either a single or a double slap on the thighs when you jump. It's a timing exercise, and that's it, right? You're still jumping, though, so hopefully you get a little bit of a workout. Cool. Here we go. 12 minutes on the clock. 4, 8, 24. 15 seconds. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. bonus rep. Bonus note, don't crash on your head. Not good handstand push-up etiquette. Oh, spider. Whew. Now I'm going to do there you go. Different views. Four and a half minutes in. What's up, Daisy? What's up, Mark? Push-ups or handstand push-ups. Whew. You gotta do a luggage round. Watch your face. halfway. Uh-oh. Backpack. Oh, 8. Yes, that was it. 8. Knee check. Back to the sandbag. Hey, shout out to my nephew and Doer Comics. Online comic for you aviation nerds. Three minutes left. Oh. Ooh. "90 seconds. Just over a minute. with a kettlebell. Oh. All right, I'm done. Was that smooth? I don't know. All right. Congratulations, good job if you followed along. If you're watching, just watching, creep. Just kidding. So I have this channel. Nice work. How many rounds did you get? How many reps did you get total? 4, 8, 24 per round. So that's that. Nice work, everybody. I'm going to go lay down for a little bit. Otherwise, thanks for joining. Stay fit, stay healthy, stay home. Peace out, y'all. And for you, feel free to like and subscribe. Foundation CrossFit, we put a bunch of movement library videos in, so if you ever have questions on like how to do movements visually, you might be able to see some stuff there. We're also going to start putting out some like compilations, so like 100 exercises you can do with a sandbag, 100 exercises you can do with the dumbbell, so on and so forth. So subscribe, hit that bell so you get that notifications when we put out something new, including our live streams. Otherwise, same thing to you. Stay fit, stay home, stay healthy. Greetings from Washington, Seattle.